What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Big Lou. Welcome back to Still City Muscle. Just want to make this quick video today in response to an email that I got on another lunch break. So this will be another lunch break chronicles, bringing some free information and content to you guys to help you guys achieve your goals a little bit better. Somebody asked me today, how do you start a diet? And what's the best way to start a diet? Or the most, the easiest way to start a diet. So number one, never think it's easy. You can't ever think it's easy, because it's not easy. It's a change in your lifestyle. So anything where you got to change it from your life, for what you're used to, no matter whether it's for years, months, weeks, whatever, you got to take a gradual approach. So the simplest thing I tell people to do, because when I'm not competing and I jump into my off-season diet, I don't really look at it as a diet where they're like night and day, on season, off season. I don't look at it like that. My diet is pretty much flexible in the off season, but it's flexible with the same types of foods, with the same premise to stay healthy, not get out of control, not get to the point where I'm in a situation where I gotta drop 40-50 pounds. I used to do that when I first started out competing, and I was 255 pounds at one point and was competing at, 195, 196, all the way up to 200 pounds. So, and I noticed it was extremely hard for me to go through those different changes. And so I went back to doing my research and find out why and why is what's going on. Well, what you do is, like I told you in a previous video, your body wants to maintain an equilibrium. So when you throw that off, the feelings that you're having of feeling different, that's chemical reactions going on in the body. So your body's feeling different because you're, hormonally different. Your body chemistry is different. Your makeup is different. You're either malnourished or you got, you're overweight. You could be taking the nutrients to still be, have a high body fat. So what you want to do is, the simplest thing to do, if it depends on the type of person you are. You have to define, who you are. Are you an extremely overweight person and you need to lose a drastic amount of weight? Or a different approach would be, are you an athlete? Or are you somebody who does work out, just a little bit, and you're trying to, just sharpen your diet up to make you, get that fine-tune that six-pack, or, get that shredded back, or, nice cut legs. I'm gonna give you two different approaches. So if you're the extreme overweight person, you have to lose a ton of body fat for whatever reasons, health reasons, you want to save your relationship. It doesn't matter what it is. The best thing to do is to make a list of and write these different categories down. Write down, the types of foods you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or for however many meals you do consume. Now remember, every time you eat, you put something in your mouth. That's a meal. I don't care if it's a handful of chips. I don't care if it's candy bar. To your brain, it's a meal. So it's not just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's the things you eat in between. So the first things I want to say you do is, the first step to dieting is eat meals. That's it. Structured meals, to where, you're sitting down, or you're wherever on the go, but you're consuming a certain quantity of food all at once. It's no snacking. Stop snacking. Eat meals, like structured meals. So I'm gonna sit down and eat 400 calories, boom. 500 calories, boom. What you do is you teach your body how to process that food. You also teach your body how to prepare for the next meal. And you teach your body, the body learns and knows how to accept proteins, carbs, fats, and sugars. And you have to not snack, not constantly shoving stuff in, because your body could be still trying to digest the previous meal, the previous, item that you put in your mouth. So do that. Eat meals only. I don't care if it's 5 times a day, 3 times a day, 2 times a day. It's really, you're going against calories in versus energy expended. So eat meals. Now you're going to learn now you're going to teach your body how to efficiently use calories, and that's what you want. The next thing I want to say is to, get on the path of cleaning up your diet, is to look for alternatives. You have to look for them. I don't care what section of the grocery store you go to, you always see the healthy version and the unhealthy version. You see the organic fruits and vegetables, and you see the GMO fruits and vegetables. You see the healthy cereals and the bad cereals. So the first step to do is to start converting over to the healthy alternatives of the foods that you like to eat. If you like to go out and eat pizza from Domino's and Pizza Hut or whatnot, what I want you to do is go buy you a whole grain pizza crust. Buy you some good organic cheese. Buy you some organic tomato sauce, or make tomato sauce yourself. You know, buy these fresh ingredients and then make it at home. It might actually take the same amount of time that it takes Pizza Hut to make it, and it might taste 10 times better. So, you know, make the healthy alternatives of the same types of foods, because what you're doing is that you're still catering to your taste buds and getting the flavors that you like, but you're getting healthier versions of them. Even Pop-Tarts. I know a lot of weightlifters eat Pop-Tarts because it's, you know, quick sugars, quick carbohydrates. Well, there are organic Pop-Tarts out there. They're out, they exist. You know, go find those, eat those. There's organic fig bars. They look like little, you know, fig bars, but they're organic kind. They have real fruit in them, and you know, you're gonna get a little bit more nutrients. So, you know, they're not optimum, but yet again, they're better alternatives. So that's the first step I want to say to starting a diet. Find, structure your meals. Eat actual meals, just meals, no binge, no snacking. And also, you know, find alternatives to the food you already eat. And that's going to make a world of difference. And what you do is, as you try these different steps, you're going to, you know, excel, lose some body weight. And then when you hit a plateau, then you add a new step, okay? So in the next coming videos, I'm going to make diet videos, and I'm just going step by step. But this is the first step. First step of dieting, okay? Structure your meals, okay? Eat at certain times of the day, or just eat meals, period. One tip that goes with that is you never eat to get full. When you're trying to lose weight and tone up, you never eat to get full. You eat to make it to the next meal. So when you're looking at your food, you know, there's so many portion control rules out there, you know, the amount of protein you should have to be the size of your hand, or, you know, same with carbohydrates and fats, things like that. Don't forget all that. Eat, have the mentality, I'm going to eat to make it to the next meal. So if you're eating a meal and you sit down and say, look, if I stop eating right now, will I be okay until the next meal? Is that next meal 2 hours from now, for 3 hours from now, 4 hours from now? Will I be okay to make it to the next meal? Because remember, you know, by the time you get to your next meal, you should be hungry. Do not eat a meal if you're not hungry. So there's your two rules. Eat to make it to the next meal, and don't eat if you're not hungry. Because if you're not hungry, that means the brain is not requiring nutrients, which means your body's not in a state where it's going to efficiently use the calories you put in you. Even if the calories are bad calories, it's still not going to utilize it, you know. So what I want you to do is just focus on those steps. I'll make a part 2 to this video, probably later on today or tomorrow. But stay tuned. Check out 412 stillcitymuscle.com. Support your boy, you know, out here working hard, trying to bring you guys premium products on my site. I'm also posting workouts, so I want everybody to know that. Share this with your friends on Facebook and Instagram and social media. You're getting free workouts. I will never sell you, you know, bullshit programs and universal programs, because it don't work like that, and I don't train like that, you know. I told you guys in my introduction video that I train and I diet based off of principles and different rules. Just like you have morals in life, I have morals with my dieting and my training. So, you know, allows me to stay flexible, yet again, keeps it exciting, and also keeps it, you know, keeps me in a progressive state. So, like I said, share this with everybody you know. You know, everything that goes on my site is 100% grassroots, like I said, you know, and it goes back into the site to bring you guys more content, more, you know, good products, and things that we can just share as a community and grow as a community. And I hope everybody, like I said, enjoy the channel. I'll make a part 2 to this video later on. I'll start talking, you know, breaking down the actual macronutrients in your carbs, proteins, and fats, but give you basic principles for those, and not just, you know, eat 20% of this, 40% that, 40% this. I want you to focus on your principles and your rules, and make getting in shape a side effect. Remember, I told you that in the first video, introduction video. Getting in shape is a side effect. Getting healthy is a side effect. So when somebody asks you, how did you do that? You just say, I followed these rules. You know, my doctors get confused when every time they see me and say, you're in better shape, you're in better shape. How are you doing that? You know, what's the certain amounts of this, certain amounts of that? Well, you know, just like an artist in the kitchen, you know, like my mother, she's a fantastic cook. If you went and ask my mother, well, you know, how much of this ingredient do you use? How much of that ingredient do you use? She'll tell you, I eyeball it. But it comes out the same consistency every time. It tastes same flavor, same taste, same everything, you know, every single time. So, you know, and that's the same thing with how I look at dieting and training. You know, you eyeball it. You learn how to adapt. Everything's based off of how you feel that day and that moment and at that time. But the basic principles will be universal so that you can apply them to everyday life and have that adaptability. All right, man. You guys have a blessed day. Take it easy. I'm about to get back to work. Take it easy.